Good morning, good afternoon, or I know it's not good evening anywhere yet, but unless you're tuning in from overseas. But hey, this is our Team Visionaries weekly chat call, whatever you want to call it. We get together and we talk about things. And I have to say one more time, it's been like 3 weeks in a row. I have to recognize Randy Kiefer once again. I can always depend on Randy. He's always here. But he did a training on the disc, and it's about personalities, and it really aligns up with what Big Al, Tom Schreider, has done. But Randy's on here again today, and I have to say, Randy, I used it this week to talk with people that are on my inactive list with APLGO. And you guys, you can always go into your back office and go to, it's not even in reports. It will literally tell you under in your back office, under the menu, inactive people, and just toggle onto that. And it'll pull up your list, or I mean, mine had like over 250 people on it. And I thought, whoa, when I saw that, I was like, oh, I remember this person. Oh, I remember, oh my gosh. And Randy, I just want to thank you for giving us the information that you did. And you want to just say one more little thing about that, because it's so effective if you use it properly? I don't know. I'm probably putting you on the spot, aren't I?
Well, a specific question because there's a lot to it.
Well, here's what I found was I know those people that are on that list. Some of them are sponsored by other people. Some of them are 4, 5, 6 levels down, and their sponsor, well, for whatever reason, their sponsor isn't there anymore, or one of them in particular, the sponsor stopped, so he like took his whole team someplace else, which is interesting because they're not doing anything at that someplace else anymore. So that's where I use the personality, knowing what I think I know about that person, calming it down, me reacting, well, not even reacting, but me talking to them in a way that they'll be receptive to. Correct? So anyway, I,
Sorry,
I
yes,
guess that's
correct.
I
Yeah.
guess that's not even a question there. But anyway, if you guys haven't done the disc, we have it in our team messenger on Facebook. It's, you have to scroll up quite a ways, and we'll see if we can put that in there again. But so anyway, I'm going through this list, and you guys, I don't want to talk about me, but it's what I know right now, and it worked this last week, and this could be any of you doing this. So I called a few people, or actually text them first, because you guys, this is so weird. How many of us don't want to get on the phone? So we have a hard time talking to people. We don't know what to say if they ask a question. Well, that I've got nailed. I've been doing this long enough that I don't have any problem on with a what to say next. And by the way, working Wednesdays happens tomorrow, and it's 10 o'clock here in the morning, 10 to 12. So that's 11 Pacific time, 11, 12, 1, 2 Eastern time, and it's on rockstarzoom.com. If you guys want to plug into that, we really help you right away live with any situation that you come across when we're working and texting and calling people. So anyway, back to the story. So I get on the phone, and I'm calling people, and I'm getting kind of a, well, I'll look into it again. Well, here's what I found got more traction. The stories, and I don't know how many of you use Facebook, but I've been using stories and bringing up just oddball things, not sales pitches or anything like that. But the Grinch that stole Christmas, Randy, you probably saw that. Several of you saw it, because of people that I've not even talked to in years are seeing that story, and they're commenting on it. And so I just went right, because that goes into Facebook Messenger, and I went right back in there, and I just said, what are you up to these days? I haven't seen you in a while, or we haven't talked. One gal wants to have lunch with me today. And I, through all of that, I said, I'd really like to know what you're up to, because I have to say, I'm still with APLGO for several reasons, and I feel like we are really on a huge mission in 2025 to make it our best year ever. It's always that fifth year. That was it. And I got some people that got some traction on that, and got some people commenting, really, like, what's new? What's happening? So this one person in particular, I called them, and they said, well, my sponsor, and they didn't have really good things to say about it, but they had left. And I have always wanted to know if and how I could get started again with somebody new. And I'm like, wow, really? So let me turn my phone up there, sorry. And so we've been chit-chatting back and forth, and they're going to start brand new again. And I thought, wait a minute, it's all it took was this sincerity in my voice, because you guys, I've got, this industry is in my blood. I love it, but not all, not all things that are out there are treated equally. We know that. But APLGO has something absolutely different. Wouldn't you agree? And we cannot let that go. We do have something completely original. And here's what happened was, this guy told me that that person that had gotten him started in here stole his dream. And he had huge dreams, and he didn't quite know how to work with that, because he was, for whatever reason, I'm thinking, this is my thought, he was very loyal to that person, and come to find out, it wound up costing him tons of money. And I said, what do you think would have happened if maybe you would have stuck here? And he says, well, I think a whole lot of things would have changed. My health would be better. He had all sorts of reasons. And I said, well, this all comes down to the decisions that people make. And he agreed. He goes, yeah, I made some really bad decisions, but what would it take to get started again? So we're on that path right now. And I'm pretty excited to go back into several of those people and just ask them what changed their mind. And they can tell me whatever they want to tell me. It's their belief. It's what they feel turned the page for them, or made them move on, or whatever happened. But just listen, because they need somebody to have them be heard. And whether it was who knows? I mean, we've had some hiccups, haven't we? Every company
just a
does.
few.
Just a few.
Growing pains. Growing pains.
Yes, growing pains. Thank you so much. And when a company goes through that, and you're able to make it through with them, that shows a lot of loyalty. It shows that you also knows there's something really unique here with APLGO, and you're willing to stick it out. Now, I'm not saying all this to give you well, you should stick here pitch. No, it is really happening. There's some people out there that were really sad that their sponsor isn't around, or they've got disconnected, they got unengaged. Is that a word? They're not engaged anymore. And they were so happy to hear from somebody that's been there. You guys, OGs, the original group, there's several of you. Go back and look at your inactive list. Go copy and paste it, throw it into a spreadsheet, and just start working with that. So here's my, you guys can be a little amazed. There's like 12 pages spreadsheet, and it has one front and back. Oh my God. Yeah, 12 pages of people to be calling and talking to. And I've only gotten started. I'm only down on, my number 12. I mean, you guys, And working Wednesday tomorrow is going to be working from this sheet right here. And yeah, I make the phone call. If they don't answer, I am leaving a message. This is Sherry from APLGO. Don't even know if you remember me or not. However, I do want to bring you up to speed. If you're the least bit interested, please text me, and I leave my number, or call me back. This is so important for what's happening in 2025. So do you want me to repeat that? No, just watch the replay. So and write it down, write your little script down if you need to do that. So anyway, that's what I wanted to bring up on what could be helping you grow your business or re-engage your business. And then the other thing I want to talk about, Randy, have you been using the hub? Anybody on here using the hub?
Yeah.
You don't have to say that. I know it's hard if you're not in there every single day. It's can be, it's like you have to be consistent about it. And Randy, you said it, the key word there is to be consistent. And that's why I'm going to keep doing these morning calls just before our corporate director call in the morning. But I've been going into the hub and using it for what you probably wouldn't even think of. How many of you write posts in Facebook or Instagram? TikTok, not so much. They're having some issues with TikTok, but or just writing a text message to somebody. There's a good one. I go into the hub and I click on just above where my picture is. I'm sorry, under more. I'm looking at it right now, and I click on Luna, and she's our little AI person, B. I don't want to call a person a B, that can take anything that you have to communicate and write it better. And what I've done is I go in there and it doesn't matter what you click on, but I do click on help me with APLGO products, and it'll bring up all those the products that we have. And I'll write down below, rewrite this sentence, colon, and I put the sentence on there that I thought was pretty good. And she rewrites it so much shorter. And it makes sense. It's to the point, not bullet point, but it is literally to the point. And I copy and paste that. And I've been taking that, whatever she says, he, she, whatever, whatever Luna says, and I go over to the picture of me on the tabs over there, and I go all the way down to notes, and I click on the plus sign, and I create a new note, and I save that there, because all these things that she's been rewriting, I must have 20 of them in there now that I've used for LFT, MLS, another one for LFT, PFT. I've got one in here. Why do people have such a hard time? I'm going to click on that one because this was really good. And you can pull out pieces from this. Why do people have such a hard time understanding the MLM industry as a whole? Put that in Luna and see what she comes up with. And that was amazing what was there. And I take little bits of that. I wouldn't put the whole thing in there, but there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bullet points in there with reasons why people don't understand this industry. And you can use that, just a little piece of it, for a post for Facebook and start getting traction, or in Instagram, or on your story, and make it a picture, and make it an image, and Facebook puts those through no matter what, because it's an image now. It's not words with a link or anything like that. So that has been really helpful. And I know they've been doing training on that, but I'm finding other ways to be using Luna, and it's been absolutely incredible. So that's pretty much all I wanted to bring up today. You do have access to Telegram. You've got WhatsApp. We have a lot of things on there as well, but Telegram is where you're going to get all the newest information. I take that and I always put it right over onto our team messenger. And, as soon as I possibly can. I know I'm up pretty early in the morning, but a lot of you it's already noon where you are. And I'm sorry if you have your phone on and it pings, be sure to put that on silent at night if you're getting these messages too early. I'm just really excited about what's happening with APLGO and having Blake Hahn. I don't know if you guys were on the training last Sunday, but if you weren't, oh my gosh, go back and watch the replay of that, because this guy, young, on his 31, 33 years old, he is on fire. He is using, are you ready for this? The whole time I'm listening to him going, you know, because I've been in this for 4 decades now. The whole time I'm listening to him, I'm going, oh my gosh, he's back to the basics. Oh my gosh, PBRs. Are you kidding me? I was like, and he's building an incredible business, brought 6,000 people into a group that had worked with previously, and he got Tina and Kelly's attention. That alone would get my attention. How did he do it? Back to the basics. Personal, private, business, presentations, you know, receptions, whatever you want to call them. But we were told that when we were in Moldova, and I'm not going to go too far into this, but Emma and her husband were there, and we wanted to know, they built the biggest business in APLGO overseas, and we got to meet them in Moldova. And how did she do it? PBRs, private business receptions, and they do 1, 2, or 3 a day, at least 1 a day. Now, what would happen if you did a private business reception, either to somebody, private business, phone call, Zoom, whatever it is, in front of somebody? That's the best results that they get. And it started bringing people into their business. That's what we used to do back in the 80s, the 90s, early 2000s. So back to basics, you guys. And let's roll with this and get yourself involved, engaged with the new plan that they're bringing up on January 6th. And just so you know, you guys, I went ahead and got the whole system so that I will receive 4 of those 90-day books that you can run your business on. And I will be giving those away as gifts to people that really engage on this. So anyway, you guys, Randy, I know I talked the whole time, but I just want to, yeah, any closing comments?
I was just saying about Luna, thinking you were talking about her, but what Luna does is when you feel like you can't write something, Luna puts it in a professional formatting.
Absolutely. And I you know me, I can talk up a storm, but I used to do marketing for my hot tub business. So I try to remember some of that stuff, but you don't want to do a sales pitch. And you can even write in there, Luna, do not make this a sales pitch, but write about blah, blah, blah. Ask her to write about the Grinch that stole Christmas. See what comes up. It is amazing the things that little bee can do. So anything else? Anybody want to bring up anything else? Well, I want to thank you so much, you guys. We are still going to do this next week because I want to bring up whatever new comes up. I think we do have something up our sleeve with the corporate directors call that we're going to have in just a few minutes. And I will share whatever information I can. And you guys know me, I can't keep a secret. So I really care and appreciate all of you. And I sure hope you're out there having a great holiday season and enjoying whatever type of weather you're having. And we'll be talking to you guys again soon. Thank you so much for showing up today or listening to the replay. And we'll be talking with you soon.